and all in between. It's NYBP, New York Baseball Podcast with Jason. From news to rumors to trades and all in between, he covering the game. And from the home of the Yankees, leave a voicemail or call in live. In the world of sports, he's doing a dive. So let's get to the show, be sure to subscribe.
What is going on, everyone? Breaking news. The Houston Astros are in agreement to sign Josh Hader to a 5-year, $95 million contract, which is absolutely insane because I was just streaming earlier talking about how it didn't make no sense for them to do that because they already have Ryan Presley. But they went ahead and they made the deal. So what does that mean now? What does that mean for the Yankees, for the Houston Astros, for the rest of the free agency? I think the ball is rolling now, man. I think teams are going to start making a lot of signings. I think a lot of these pitchers are going to start. They're going to start finding a team, man, because we're getting down. It's getting down to the wire now. We're running out of time. Spring training is right around the corner. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a deal with Blake Snell coming up soon. But anyway, freaking Josh Hader, everybody knows the man. He's arguably the best closer in baseball right now. Let's switch this here. Arguably the best closer in baseball, and it's kind of bittersweet because look, the Yankees, we wanted the guy, even though we knew it probably was not likely that we were going to spend that kind of money on a closer. So it was no big deal for me, but to see him go to the Astros, our arch enemy, is kind of a tough one, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's a tough one because now the Astros, man, they got Ryan Presley and Josh Hader. I would assume that Josh Hader is gonna be the closer and Ryan Presley will be like the setup man, which is tough because that shortens the game right there. That's essentially making it a 7-inning game because you got two of the best closers in baseball at the to close out a game. It's tough, man. It's kind of like a Mariano Rivera, John Wetland kind of deal. If you remember those days, once you get to the 7th inning, if you don't have a lead, it's gonna be tough to win games against the Astros. So I was kind of surprised with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I know the Astros, they got a lot of things coming up. They got to think about if they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna re-sign. They're gonna extend Altuve. They got to figure out if they're gonna keep Bregman. You got Kyle Tucker coming in on free agency soon. Do they extend him? I think they have to, man. Kyle Tucker's a stud. This is a tough one, honestly, man. This is saying that, because we kind of forgot about the Astros for a while. This is saying that the Astros ain't going nowhere and they're going to compete. They're going to compete. They're probably not going to keep Hector Neris after this. They're not going to re-sign him. So, that still leaves him open for the Yankees or the Rangers or another team to grab him up. Honestly, I think the Yankees, we got to get an arm in the bullpen. But Hader was too much for us, to be honest. I think they pivot to maybe a Stevenson or somebody like that. Or maybe they just start bringing up some no-name guys that we never heard of, but they turn out to be fantastic. I would hope so. But this hurts, man. This hurts. I'm not going to lie because, in my opinion, the Yankees need a closer. We need a closer, and Hader is that guy. So Hader's deal, 5 years, $95 million, not the deal he was looking for. He was looking for $100 million for 5 years. He wanted to get a Edwin Diaz type contract, but teams are not willing to give that out for a guy who's only going to pitch 1 inning per game. Especially, look how that Edwin Diaz contract is turning out. Even though it's no fault of Edwin Diaz because he got hurt at the Baseball Classic, but it still hasn't worked out. We'll find out this year, I guess. So Josh Hader signs. Maybe the Yankees go after Hector Neris. Maybe they pivot that way. Maybe he agrees to like a 2-year, $9 million per year, $8 million, something like that. Even though they were saying he wants $50 million for 3 years, which is absolutely ridiculous. He could kick rocks with that. I don't know where he's going to get that kind of money. But Josh Hader is a Houston Astro, man. I'm telling you, this is tough. This is a blow for the Yankees. Let me tell you, this is a blow for the Yankees because Their team is already good. They're always gonna compete. But now they essentially they shorten in that game, man. It's gonna be a seventh inning game with these guys, with Josh Hader at the closer position. It'll be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure they spoke to Ryan Presley, even though he probably don't have a say, but they probably spoke to him and said, hey, we thinking about bringing this guy. He's going to be the closer. You're going to be the setup. Are you okay with that? I'm sure he had to, even though he got no choice, he was probably like, yeah, cool, whatever makes the team better. But it's interesting, guys. It's interesting. So with Hader gone, Hader's off the table. What's left out there? Where do the Yankees pivot? Do we go strengthen the bullpen? Do we get a starting pitcher? Or do they do nothing and just kind of see where we at when the season starts? I don't know. It's kind of looking like they're not going to make any crazy moves, to be honest. That's what it's looking like right now. I mean, I wish we would have got Jordan Hicks. That's the guy I really wanted the Yankees to get. But he went to the Giants. The Yankees didn't want to do it. He got $11 million. A lot of people say that's too much for Jordan Hicks, which it is. But the Giants, they're gonna have him. They're gonna have him as a starting pitcher, which is crazy. But he'll be a starting pitcher for them. So I think Jordan Hicks was worth it. I think that would have been a good deal, but they didn't do it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Josh Hader's worth $95 million for 5 years? You think the Yankees missed out? I mean, obviously we missed out because it's a great pitcher, but the finances are just not there for the Yankees right now. If we would have signed this guy next year, we would essentially be paying him double that. We'd be giving him like 30, 40 million because of our payroll. One thing that's good, honestly, the Dodgers missed out on him, right? Because I know that the Dodgers were after him, so the Dodgers didn't get him. So that's the first time they swung and missed this offseason. But I kind of would have rather seen him on the Dodgers than the Astros, because we're going to have to face this guy. Matter of fact, we might see him the first game of the season, because the first 4 games are versus Houston. It's going to be tough, honestly, especially if we face him in the playoffs, because the Astros are the hump that we can't get over, it seems like. Every time we make it there, the Astros stop us. And now they got another killer up there, man. This dude is a freaking assassin in the bullpen. He's a freaking assassin. So let me know what you guys think. Honestly, it is what it is, man. We're going to face this guy. Hopefully we can hit him. We hit him good. But he is they probably have the 2 best. They got 2 closers, 2 of the best closers, if not the 2 best closers in baseball. All are both on the same team right now, which is crazy, to be honest. It's crazy. Freaking Astros, man. I'm trying to mess with this thing here. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know where do Yankees go from here? What do we do? Do we pivot? Do we react to a move like this? Is this something that the Yankees are going to react to? We all know that the Yankees and the Astros, man, we enemies. Believe it or not, they're that team that we strive to beat every year, because we haven't been able to beat them. Let's be honest, in the postseason, we haven't been able to beat them. So we'll see, guys. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and talk about that for a little bit. It seems like nobody's on the live, but if you want to leave a comment later, that's fine. Let's talk about it in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.